Well, good afternoon. It's lovely to see everyone here, and it's lovely to be back in Cairns. Can I, of course, acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather and pay my respects to elders past and present. Can I acknowledge my Treasurer, Curtis Pitt, who is here with us today, the Minister for Tourism, a very important job in my government, Kate Jones. Thank you, Kate, for being here from the very start. My assistant, my Minister for Disabilities, but also assisting me on North Queensland, Coralie O'Rourke, thank you for being here. And then I have a number of regional members that are with us here today, and I'm really pleased that they've been here because it really does send a strong message that there is a really strong partnership happening, not just with the tourism industry, but also with our local governments as well. So I thank them very much for taking time out of their busy schedule to be with us here today. Can I, of course, acknowledge our Consul General of the People's Republic of China, Dr. Zhao, for being with us here today. Thank you very much. And you're also present at our Far North Queensland Economic Summit last year, and thank you very much for making the effort to come up here again. I really do appreciate our warm friendship with China, and thank you for your efforts. Can I acknowledge the CEO of Tourism and Events Queensland, Leanne Coddington, our CEO of Queensland Tourism Industry Council, Daniel Gershwin. I know there's been a number of mayors that have been here through the course of the day. Thank you very much for attending. Of course, to our invited speakers and delegates, but most importantly, it's just lovely to be here because, can I be honest and frank with you, this is such an important industry and it is growing from strength to strength. My government is firmly focused on doing everything we can to grow the tourism market, and your presence also gives me a sign of confidence that you are with us every step of the way to grow that market as much as possible. The idea of having this forum came to me when I was visiting China. And I was over in China talking to different airline companies, talking to different industries, meeting with key government representatives. And the key message to me out of Australia Week as well, over in China with the Prime Minister, was that there is a really large middle class which is growing in China. And everywhere I went, everyone was talking about Queensland. And I thought, well, we need to be more embracing, we need to make sure that we're ready for this huge fluctuation of tourists that we're going to see over the next 5 to 10 years. And it's already starting. You would have heard Kate Jones speak this morning about the increase, the 40% increase of tourists from China coming here. That is going to grow dramatically. And why do I say that? Because less than 10% of the Chinese population actually have visas at the moment. So you imagine when that figure gets to 15% or 20% or 25%. And you know, once people come here, they want to keep coming back. And we want Queensland to be the #1 destination. It's really important. And we have the opportunity right up and down our coast. It's not just the Gold Coast, it's not just Brisbane, and it's not just Cairns. It is right up and down our coast and even out west. We know that a lot of tourists that are coming here now are independent travellers and they're prepared to go somewhere different. And they need a unique experience. And I've just been listening to the panel, and the panel's been talking too about high-end tourism. I'll give you an example. I was recently over in the United States, and the tourism operators there told me there is a huge demand from the US market for high-end tourism travel. They gave me the example of a family that came in and said, we've got $200,000, we want to take our family to Australia for 1 month. Can you organise it? And the tourism operators were like, we'd love to organise it, where do we begin? So we've got to cater for that high-end market. But what I really want to stress to you is that it's about how we engage with people. We need to be more open, we need to do things to suit the changing market. So we need to make sure that we're ready. And what I firmly found out when I travelled, not just to China, but to Japan, they want to have a unique Queensland experience. We've got beautiful environment, beautiful natural assets here, but we also need to make sure that our people are friendly, that we showcase our great food and our great wine. Now, Queensland wine's getting a whole lot better, I can assure you of that. I was just at the Governor's house the other night, and he showcases Queensland wine and Queensland produce. The Queensland Parliament does it as well, and we all need to do it. So if I can stress to you, people, because with all the modern technology now, they're all taking photos of what they're eating and what they're drinking and who they're seeing and what animals they're being photographed with. Also the experiences, and we want that really strong message to keep going back. And the other reason this is really important is because tourism is going from strength to strength, it means jobs. It means jobs in so many different industries and the flow-on impacts of those jobs. What I've been hearing today from some of our hotels here in Cairns is that it's nearly 100% occupancy. That's fantastic, and we're going to see more investment. Kate Jones was telling me we've got over $5 billion of investment on the drawing boards around Queensland, which is tremendous. Tomorrow, the Treasurer and I are going up to the Sheraton to open the new refurbishment of the old Sheraton Mirage at Port Douglas. So there's investment happening, and we've got councils that are promoting expansion of their airports, those international airports that can actually then take the international aircrafts which will bring tourists. Later on this year, we'll have the daily flights coming in from China Eastern, from Shanghai. We're working to attract more aviation, more airlines to Queensland. The $10 million industry attraction fund for aviation is really worthwhile. But everybody sitting in this room has a key part to play. Every one of you can contribute to this growing market. I've taken some of the mayors on overseas trade delegations. I'm happy to take you as well. Honestly, come along and see firsthand. Talk to some of these industry operators. When I was in LA, we hosted a big tourism forum for people to come and learn more about Queensland. We can do that in China, in Japan, in India, in South Korea. And you have, sitting in this room, you know, the best tourism minister Queensland has ever seen. Kate Jones is doing a really good job. She listens, she's engaged, and she gets it. And she's always knocking on my door with new ideas. I've just met so-and-so, I've just met so-and-so. What about this idea? Come on, Premier, we've got to do this. And the Treasurer, he's the one who makes the decisions with the money, and he does not say no when it comes to tourism. So thank you very much, Treasurer. Well, as you can see, I haven't even touched my speech. But look, in conclusion, I just want to thank each and every one of you. We need to continue this conversation. This is just the beginning. When I'm talking about Advance Queensland, it's not just about research. Advancing Queensland is in everything we do. It's in education, it's in health, it's in tourism. It is so clear, this digital technological revolution that is happening, that we are embracing, we all need to be part of. But we need to understand the cultural aspects of the other countries that we are dealing with. If I was a mayor sitting in this room today, I'd be thinking really clearly, I need to have someone on my staff who is going to be engaging with Asia. And we've got an attraction fund there, engagement with Asia, that the ministers put together, and I would urge you to get on board with that. And also showcase the best of what you have to offer to the world. Everywhere I go in Queensland, it is absolutely stunning. I've just been up to the Torres Strait, the Treasurer came as well. I've been out west, I've been up and down the coast. Everywhere I go, our greatest asset are indeed our people. But we need to now drive our economy, take it that next step forward. We know that the regions are hurting, and tourism is going to play a major role in that regeneration, because tourism means jobs not just in the industry, not just in the hotels, but those flow-on impacts of the small businesses. So please, work with us, and I know that together we can create the best tourism industry in the nation right here in Queensland. Thanks for coming, and look forward to seeing you at the reception.